What is your favorite thing about Swimming League?
The flexibility is fantastic. And then the easy setup, I've gotten all of our parents onto the Swimmingly fan app, so I don't print any extra. It's amazing. I would advise them to try it because it's definitely been like a game changer for us. That kind of savings in time and stress is worth everything. It's so nice.
All right, so actually, while we dive in, can you tell me a bit about your team and league and
Yeah.
the lowdown?
Yeah. So our SSL program, our Summer Swim League, is really kind of our answer because we have such a large swimming population. Not everyone wants to join like that very traditional like summer league program. And so for us, that was really what this sort of fulfilled. And it's kind of like my passion project because I think everyone should be able to experience swim team. Really with this, we and why Swimmingly works so well for it is it's all about a learning experience. It's very much like a 10 and under league. We have a few 11 and ups, but it's mostly 10 and under kids. And so it's like the intermediate step between swim lessons. Like I can swim. There's just no medium, right? You're like either all in or you're not. And so this is our flexible league. And then what we've found is when kids are ready and they love it, they can move over into like our Metro League program and they're just more seasoned. They're more ready. And then those meets go faster too because they know what they're doing. So this is just our answer for busy kids, busy families, and kids who are kind of timid for competition. And it's interesting. I think it's a very generational thing, but it's something I've seen. I've been in the industry for a while now. So we encourage them with kind of a very fun, neat experience.
That's amazing. Can you tell me a bit about your role within the league and within your teams and stuff?
Yeah. So I'm fully on the admin side. So I do all of our like registration programming and then we hire coaches. Sometimes I'll fill in if we're really tight on coaching, but mostly just the admin. And then when it comes to the meets, I usually ask for coaches. Like I send out the first meet email and then I ask them to send out the subsequent meet emails with like their information kind of following that outline. But it's fully administrative.
Okay, awesome.
Mhm.
And then did you guys use another system before using Swimmingly with this program?
Yeah, and we still do because we run multiple leagues. So we have a whole Colorado timing system set up. So we have like Meet Manager and a System 6 and like a gazillion pickles. We have all of that as well, and we use that for Metro League.
Okay.
But we do not use that with our SSL programming. So we had in the past, like pre 2019. So up in because we've had this league since I think 2013, maybe. So up until 2019, when we started with Swimmingly, we used the Colorado system.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then what challenges did you face with like this program and using the Colorado system?
Our challenges for Colorado system with SSL were meet changes the day of. So because it's a very recreational league and that's how we advertise it, early on, we would have people who would sign up for a meet and just not show up, or we would have parents who would show up and we have no record of their kid. And so we were like a super easy sell for Swimmingly because, right, like that's the answer to the problem. Like the racer numbers, like the disorganization of 8 and unders is like, it works perfectly. So for us, it was maintaining an accurate time, like knowing that the person is in that lane is the one who did that swim. We really struggled with that. And then because we're working with a lot of parents who don't have a swimming background, timing was super intimidating. It still is to some extent, but I feel like we've kind of gotten into the good groove of we have a few parents who will like pull their friends into it. But with the Colorado timing system, it's just like the inflexibility of, making meet day changes and organization of, like when you have people who are prepped and ready and they know the events and they know what they're doing, that's great. We did not have that early on. And I would still say for the first meet, we don't have that yet. Even last Saturday at our meet, I think we had like 4 families who just didn't show up, and that's hard. That makes your meet run longer and relays and all of that. So, but really the biggest challenge was the inflexibility of the Colorado system.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. What helped you make the decision to use Swimmingly?
Yeah, I think the flexibility is fantastic. And then the easy setup, because a lot of times it's just me setting up early in the morning and coaches are coming in, but we really want them to focus um getting their swimmers ready and talking to
Yeah.
parents. And so it's oftentimes it's me. I might have a lifeguard. And so the ease of the system to make changes quickly, to be flexible with kids who maybe don't know what they're doing, and then the ease of setup. Like when you guys switched from having the like router and now that it's just like scan this QR code, let's go. Like it's amazing. It's so nice.
All right. How was your transition to Swimmingly when you decided to switch? If you
Yeah, it was a while ago, but I feel like it was really easy. I feel like it was a pretty simple switch over. Yeah.
yeah. How much time do you think it saves using Swimmingly for these meets instead of using the other system?
I think for meet setup, we're saving for every meet probably at least 45 minutes of just like the hardware setup because I can quite literally just pull the iPad out and say, let's go. And for us, I mean, I've stopped printing heat sheets for parents. I do give timers and the heating area heat sheets, but I've gotten all of our parents onto the Swimmingly fan app. So I don't print any extra. It's amazing. So that's
Yeah.
really nice. So I would say for each meet, we're saving at least, 45 minutes to an hour just in setup. It's any hour you get at 6 a.m. is
Oh
an
yeah.
hour well earned.
Oh yeah, for sure. You could actually have like a couple sips of your coffee and enjoy it.
Exactly. Yes.
All right. What is your
Mhm.
favorite thing about Swimmingly?
Um, I think the flexibility, because we're really working with a beginner league and our whole philosophy with the SSL is to make kids love swimming and to
Mhm.
make them love it forever. Because we can be like, oh, you want to try the 50 fly today? That's amazing. Here's an open lane, go for it.
Yeah.
It's totally possible to do that with a Colorado timing system, but this I feel like it's so much more confident to work with those beginners swimmers to like work with their confidence and know that it's not going to like throw the system off. We're not going to like have to go back. We're not going to have to look up back at a timing sheet. Like we've got it. And I think that's the best. It's so nice. So
Yeah.
definitely the flexibility on meet day is amazing.
Perfect. All right. So my last question for
Hmm.
you is if anybody else was considering Swimmingly, they have a
Hmm.
similar league to yours, what advice would you give them?
I think I would advise them to try it because definitely been like a game changer for us, knowing that we have the flexibility that we can, really build that encouraging space for our swim meets, but also being able to run the meet with less people. Like I said, I'm on the administrative side, but that means like oftentimes I'm going into a meet and I'm opening up the pool and it might just be me setting things up for that day. And that that kind of savings in time and stress is worth everything. It's so nice. So yeah, just try it.
Awesome.
Try it.
Yeah.
It's worth trying.